Hi everyone, today I will be reading the poem Boy at the Window by Richard Wilbur. This is a poet. His name is Richard Wilbur. He is an American poet and literary translator. He has won numerous awards for his works, including 2 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. And he also served as the Poet Laureate of the United States from 1987 to 1988. So again, the name of the poem I'll be reading today is Boy at the Window. It is on page 319 in our book. Seeing the snowman standing all alone in the dusk and cold is more than he can bear. The small boy weeps to hear the wind prepare a night of gnashings and enormous mow. His tearful sight can hardly reach to where the pale-faced figure with bitumen eyes returns him such a God-forsaken stare as outcast Adam gave to paradise. The man of snow is nonetheless content, having no wish to go inside and die. Still, he is moved to see the youngster cry. Though frozen water is his element, he melts enough to drop from one soft eye a trickle of the purest rain, a tear for the child at the bright pangs surrounded by such warmth, such light, such love, and so much fear. So to summarize, the poem begins with a small boy watching a snowman outside. He's growing emotional as he weeps for the snowman, who he thinks has to spend a cold night alone outside. This highlights the boy's innocence. His desire to protect that snowman from the cold is very innocent or even naive because he's not aware that the snowman is just frozen water, and if he goes inside the house, then he would melt from the heat. So it's very cute the way that children behave and think, very trustingly and lovingly. So in the second stanza, the snowman, who is personified to be alive, he's given human attributes like feeling and crying. And he even says he has no wish to go inside and die. But, however, he's rather moved that the boy cares for his predicament. And in response to the boy's caring, the snowman even sheds a tear. I really love the last 4 lines of the poem. He melts enough to drop from one soft eye, a trickle of the purest rain, a tear for the child at the bright pangs surrounded by such warmth, such light, such love, and so much fear. The poem is quite moving and gives me a lot of nostalgia for my youth because I remember when I was a young age, I would have a very innocent outlook on life, and I would apply my own approach and logic to things that I wasn't fully aware of. So kids can grow up sometimes very sheltered and not aware of the cold, harsh world that's out there. And I think the main theme in this poem is childlike innocence. As I reread the poem a few more times, I could come to see another theme here, which is compassion. The ending of the poem actually reminds me of the many times or experiences I've had where I'm driving home on the road and I see homeless people in the cold or people holding up signs and asking for help. I feel quite a bit of empathy towards them, just as the boy does for the snowman. They're in a sad situation and have to be in harsh elements. Anyways, quite an emotional poem, gives me a lot to think about. Thank you for listening and watching.